What's up? I'm Jake Clark and I'm here on Influur's Hot Seat Session. My most popular song, Deserve, I was in the studio and I wrote this song with my wonderful collaborator, Mera. It was just me and her, and poor thing, she has to listen to all my life drama. And this particular day, I was going through a breakup and I was in the studio session. I'm such a baby, you guys. I was bawling my eyes out. Like, I was telling her all about my breakup. I even got in an argument on the phone outside with my ex and then came back in and finished writing the song. And it was crazy. That was the song that did the best. I definitely do feel the pressure trying to stay on all the time. It's weird because this is my art. Music is what I love making and it's me telling my story, but it gets weirdly mixed. You know, you're relying on other people to listen and numbers to fuel that career. So it's not like I ever truly care like, oh, I need followers, I need views. Like Jake the person doesn't care. But in order to keep doing my art, I have to have them. So it's this weird mix where I feel like I constantly need to be performing well. As I've grown up, I've realized that I'm just doing what I love and people are either gonna resonate with it or they're not, and there's no control over that. And I am so blessed for the platform I've been given and that anyone would even consider listening to my music. It's been cool to look back on and be like, wow, I did that. And I know my younger self would be so proud. I read comments for sure. And to be honest, like me and comments don't really get to me anymore. I honestly feel like I've been through the freaking ringer when it comes to embarrassing myself. Like when I was younger, I went on American Idol. I was their joke contestant. Like they made me do like the WAP and sing Sexy and I Know It. I got 3 no's and looked like a clown on national television. I like bawled my eyes out when I was younger. I was like, this is so embarrassing. But honestly, it was such a blessing because look, who's gonna embarrass me now? I already did it in front of millions. You cannot stop me now. Honestly, yes. I totally feel that the tide's shifting. You know, obviously with social media, you know, big powers don't hold the same amount of power. Like a lot of it's in your own hands. And I knew I was growing up in that time. I really need to capitalize on this while I can. So I was like, I need to use this to my advantage because music is the main goal. I think the craziest moment was this moment on my last US tour in Utah, actually. I was singing my song, Deserve. I don't know, just like seeing all the flashlights up in the air. I didn't even have to ask them to put the flashlights up in the air. They just did. Seeing everyone singing my song back to me, man, that's what keeps me going because there's so many ups and downs in music, but it's moments like those that make you want to keep pushing forward. I honestly try to not even take this into consideration. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Music to me, it's so important that I tell my own story, and I really don't ever want, you know, how something will perform online to influence how I make something that's so personal to me. However, once I finish making the song, then I listen back to it like 20 times and I'm like, all right, people get mad a lot of the times. I'll like tease a song and it'll do good, but not great. And then I won't put it out and people are like, Jake, stop teasing us with songs, put it out. I'm like, y'all, this costs money. I'm just trying to get a good return on investment. I don't want to put out a song that no one's gonna listen to. Social media has made all the difference in the world for my career and my life. I mean, I don't know if you see this view behind me, but I'm currently in Puerto Rico and I wouldn't be here without social media. That's just something so awesome. I've met pretty much all of my friends through social media. Sometimes I want to take a baddie Instagram photo, okay? You know, I want to stand there and I want to pose and look cool. Sometimes people have told me that when they met me, they were like nervous. They thought I would like be mean or something based on my social media. But no, I'm just trying to take a baddie picture just like the rest of us. I don't have like a distinct ritual, but I be playing these games in my mind all the time where I'm like, I have to do this. Like when I used to play volleyball back in the day, like before they'd serve the ball, I'd always have to touch the ground before the ball came. When I walk up the stairs, I have to touch every single stair. I don't know why I just told you that, but but like sometimes like before I go on stage, I'm like, I'll like see something backstage and I'm be like, I have to go touch that right now or my show's gonna go bad, and I'll go touch it. I think it's shaped my journey because it's allowed me to be more vulnerable. I think when I first started making music, I hadn't really had that much life experience and nothing had really gone on in my life. I was just kind of making music because I loved it. And as I faced some hardships in life that were really tough for me to go through, that's when I feel like I made the music that I was most proud of. And that's when I feel like I was able to share more of my story through music. I think the best part about letting fans into my world, it makes the world seem a lot smaller when you realize so many people in this world are going through the same thing. It's really cool when afterwards, like after a show or something, I'll meet a fan and they'll come up and be like, Jake, like this song saved my life, or I've been going through ABC, you know, and this song helped me out with that. It's cool that, you know, I can feel like I'm helping them in a way, but honestly in return, they're helping me even more because it's really healing to hear that other people are going through the same thing. The hardest part is just fear of public criticism, being honest. Like, I'm just Jake. If humans were even meant to be experiencing like all this social media stuff. And so, you know, when you like read something mean about you or something like that, like obviously it's not like no one looks forward to that. So I think that's the hardest part, is, you know, being vulnerable and in turn just being open to criticism that you didn't even ask for, if that makes sense. I think I started realizing people were really connecting with my music when I first went on tour. It's weird because so many times with social media you just see the numbers, and it's such a blessing to look at the numbers and be like, wow, this many people are listening to my music. But when you see people in real life singing back your words to you, it's the most, it's just the best feeling as an artist, because it's everything you work towards. And even on my first tour, someone got my signature tattooed on their arm, and I just thought that was the craziest thing ever. And the fact that, you know, my life experiences and what I've been through could inspire someone else that much just means the whole world. The first song that I feel like really shifted my career is my biggest song, and it's called Deserve. This one was crazy. I posted it and the video did really good. It got like a few million views, and obviously I was stoked. And I put out the song and it was streaming pretty good. But the craziest thing happened. This random mom like made a CapCut filter to it where like my words would appear on the screen and you could upload your own like picture or video. And I woke up the next morning and there was like 20,000 posts to my song on TikTok. And then, you know, I woke up again and like there was like 50,000 something. It was just the craziest thing. You know, you hear of viral moments, but you never think it's gonna happen to yourself. And the fact that my song could take its own wind without me having to constantly be pushing it and shoving it down people's throats, because people get annoyed. They're like, Jake, stop teasing this song. I'm like, y'all, I'm just trying to make some money. My music out there, that means the world to me. So when it can like do good on its own, that's the coolest thing ever. The story behind my song Deserve, basically I was just going through a breakup, got cheated on and lied to. I don't know, I guess I almost was disappointed in myself for letting it happen for 2 years and just continuing to make excuses, find forgiveness. And forgiveness is so important. I still have forgiveness to this day, but I think sometimes you have to take back your own power. And I think that's why I wrote this song, because it was almost like a note to myself that I deserve someone to love me, and someone who's proud to hold me, and someone who feels like anytime we're in a crowd, there's somebody else around. And just those are all the things I deserve. So I almost wrote it to inspire myself. And it was so cool to see that it would inspire millions of other people in the making. Oh, how did I find out? Well, here's the thing, you guys. First of all, always trust your gut. Your gut never lies to you. Second of all, my gut told me to wake up at 3 a.m. and check their phone, and my gut was right. So here's the thing, always trust your gut. It was right. It was so weird. I like couldn't fall back asleep. I was like, check the phone, check the phone, check the phone. And I was like, Jake, like go back to bed. And it kept like telling me to check the phone. And so I did. And maybe that's an invasion of privacy, but my privacy was invaded for 2 years by other people, so I don't regret it. Guys, I've been really into K-pop recently. I would love to collaborate with Blackpink or Cat's Eye. I think they're so sick. I'm just gonna be honest, I love girly pop music. Honestly, if any of the pop girls wanna come hang and sing a song, let's do it. I think when I first started, I just was seeking so much validation, like on who I was, and just trying to mold to whoever I was talking to. Yeah, I think like learning to love myself over the years has been really awesome. And I think that's the advice I would definitely give my younger self, to just, everything's gonna be okay. I'm so happy with where I'm at in life right now. I wish I could just send a letter back to younger Jake and be like, yeah, it's gonna be okay. But we're here now, and we're loving it.